right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, building's still packed to the max.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Daly, knocking out Marius Zaromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn, fighting George St. Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw. And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights. Doubt him now, folks. Doubt him now. The undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Dricus Du Plessis. And even though, of course, he wanted to beat Israel Adesanya for the title, it ended up being Sean Strickland. This man's the best in the world. And he has had knockers and doubters every step of the way. They knocked his cardio. They knocked his grappling. The man can fight. The man's a born fighter, as are a lot of individuals who grow up in South Africa. And now that he's the champion, in theory, he's 20 to 30% better. We'll see if the incumbent can get dethroned here tonight. All right, folks, with that, I'm getting anxious. Both fighters have graced the octagon, ready to go here from a sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nick Diaz. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Du Plessis.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, perhaps the only thing more impressive than the high-level experience is the fan base. For a lot of fans, they got into mixed martial arts by watching Nick Diaz compete. He has fought for UFC championships. He has several signature wins. Tonight, the focus is to get back to what got him here. Punches and bunches, high-level boxing, and when a submission presents itself, you know the Diaz boys are certainly gonna seal it up. All right, nice takedown there by the more well-rounded fighter and not...
Oh, for attack, yep.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Making all these shots count. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one. Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, Diaz is right back to the full mount.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Takes his back now.
Now he's going full mount.
Diaz is in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Side control now. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yep.
The ground strike's starting to pile up. Under 2 minutes to go. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than the half guard in the side control. Because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
Able to connect with a beautiful jab. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Right on the button.
Good jab there by the champion. Oh, nice jab. Nice punch to the head.
Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body, and he continues to punish his opponent's midsection. Had a lot of success with it in the previous round and picking up exactly where he left off. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Diaz gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar. Just some good ground and pound here, and some swelling has now been caused on his opponent.
Getting him out here.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Diaz. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition. Oh, right to the mouth. Nice.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
No, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening. In the half guard.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Du Plessis. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, Diaz is back in full now.
Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
This is tight. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch. As he goes for the finish.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Back mount now.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Diaz. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
He's having his way with him here.
Great defense by this fighter.
Diaz is in half guard. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You got to address this now because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not going to let you off the hook. You got to move. You got to change something to try to deter him from going to that spot.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He passes to half.
Oh, Diaz is back in full mount. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Big shot to the head.
leg kick offering there. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Fighter blocks a punch. Oh, he lands another strike to the body.
Great timing on that double leg.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Diaz gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Well, you can just see he is oozing with confidence, and not overconfidence, but a big knockdown in round one, likely the source of that confidence.
When everything is going great, you tend to feel like you can walk through a wall. He doesn't need to walk through a wall. He needs to continue to find the right avenue to land those shots.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes. Oh! Uppercut.
Hook to the head by Dricus Du Plessis. Oh, Diaz is doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Du Plessis' cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Diaz. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Du Plessis in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount. He's trying to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's going to start to get desperate. He's going to start to make some mistakes because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
1 minute now to go in the third.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike. Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that if I try.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it, but if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slow. Watch the armbar, watch the armbar here.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, looks like he might get the finish here.
This has to be it, John. It's got to be it.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool, because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
Ready. Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camps when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 4.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally.
Oh, this could just about do it. Told you we'd keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider. Oh, he's hurt. Just misses there with the left. Du Plessis gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Now inside the close go. Oh, Diaz is trying to lock up on a submission now.
Got that submission locked up very tight.
Oh, looks tough to me. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense. Changing the position.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
Look at him. He's setting up a choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Good work from the top here by Du Plessis. Another ground and pound strike lands. And now he's got the back. Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Danny.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Less than 2 minutes now to go. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Diaz's cheek is just fought. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, he's out.
Beat him up, guys.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. Oh, good defense, yes.
45 seconds remain in the round. Du Plessis' eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Oh, Diaz is right back to the full mount here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Diaz's eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. 20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there.
If you don't start doing something to protect that.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Oh, liver kick! Nice punch there by Dricus Du Plessis. Oh, Diaz is an absolute mess. I wonder if they might call in the ringside physician and potentially stop this fight.
Oh, that body shot.
And back to his feet. Swing and a miss with that punch by Diaz. Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Rubber guard for him now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do? All right, setting up for a finish here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Nice defense.
All right, side control now. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Back to his feet. Jab gets the attention of his opponent. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. You see the referee pausing the action here. They're going to call in the doctor to look at this cut. Might be the beginning of the end here.
I mean, blood all over his face. He's been beat up, battered and bruised. He still wants to fight.
Yeah. All right, so the doctor talking to the referee, and it looks as though the fight's going to continue. He's got to go for it now, though. That cut's not going to get any better.
It is not going to get any better. Now he's got to take some chances. He's got to go out on his shield if he's going to go out. Because if he gets to the next round, I'm not certain he'll get to go out again.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Oh! We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 2 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Du Plessis.
And still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after the knockout tonight in his title defense. And that's got to feel pretty good. There were a lot of people backing the #1 contender coming in here tonight, but he certainly muted all of that noise and then some. The celebration is on in the corner. Congratulations to the reigning, defending, still undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.